Good morning. We are back on the vlogs. Thought I'd start off in my booth today. Actually, was at my desk, but I wanted to get my voice warm up, like right away, because I was in Miami over the weekend and I didn't do any voice warm ups. And you know, on vacation, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm getting older, guys. I don't usually do them on vacation. But I have found that when I come back, my voice is kind of racked, even if I'm not doing voiceover. If I'm just chilling, I'm not even talking that much. It's just, my vocal folds won't be in the correct position. I think I just have bad habits built up over the years. So anyway, one thing I've found through research and deep research on ChatGPT is the straw trick. So basically, you want to get like a cocktail straw, just like a really thin one, put it in a glass of water and blow and just make bubbles. I'll show you a little bit later. I'll do that and hum, and then I'll do sirens. So like, I'll do that through the straw into the water, and that really helps put the vocal folds in the right position, and it relieves less strain. They say it's kind of like a massage for your vocal cords, your vocal folds. And I did that last night, and it really helped alleviate the problem. And I did this morning before I did a warm-up. Did a lot of articulation exercises. And I'm not going to show you that because I look like an insane person while I'm doing it. But now I'm ready to rip. We're going to jump right into it. Lots of auditions to do this morning. One thing I found is coffee, as long as you drink enough water, is totally fine. It's not the coffee that's ruining the voice. It's not warming up. So... and avoiding like citrus and acidic kind of stuff. Anyway, into this. So, ton of auditions to do this morning. There's a couple of video games. Obviously, I can't do the video game auditions for you. But hopefully we'll book one and we can talk about it. I got a revision. I always talk smack about Fiverr, but I've been getting quite a bit of work on there lately. It's into like, I would say probably it's still not a huge amount, it's nothing compared to what I get through like voices.com, Voice123, people reaching out to me, auditions through my website, marketing, all that kind of stuff. What I get through Fiverr is up to between $2,000 and $3,000 a month right now, which is, for anybody starting voiceover, that's huge, right? For me, not so much, but I think it shows a lot of promise because I got one that was for $700 yesterday. And you don't have to give away the farm either. You can set your rates whatever you want, and you can make it so whatever paid ad usage that you do, you can have it so it only lasts a year or whatever you're comfortable with. You can even set it now so that people can't order until they message you first. So you could really essentially charge GVAA rates. And if you don't know what the GEA rate guide is, Google it. It's how we decide. It's like the standard non-union rates of how you're going to charge for voiceover. So you could charge essentially non-union rates on GVA rate guide because there's some pretty real clients on there. Some people have reached out to me with some pretty big projects. They wanted a deal. And I was like, nope. Sometimes they book me, sometimes they don't. Okay, so let's get into this. First one we're going to do here. I love where I'm at in Daytona, except for the plains. And for those of you who follow me for a while, no, I'm not in New York anymore because I'm having a kid. Not going to raise a kid in Manhattan. Just going to be easier. By the beach. So here we go. Family promise elevator pitch. Let's see here. What do you picture when you think of... So I'll do like a data read first. I'll just say the words. What do you picture when you think of someone experiencing home businesses? Is it her? In America, families with children make up 30% of the homeless population. The loss of a job, unexpected expenses can lead families to end up in a hotel, landing on a friend's couch, sleeping in cars. They are hidden homeless. Ships happen, but issues that can... Okay, so this is about homelessness. So we want to have a lot of empathy in here, but we need to have hope. People look at this kind of stuff and they think doom and gloom and negative, and sure that's in there, but you got to have hope. And you really want to ask these questions. So here we go. What do you picture what do you picture? And you can take your time, even though in the first sentence here, you can't see it, but It's just straight through. What do you picture when you think of someone experiencing homelessness? You can pause in there if you want. In fact, I'm probably going to, because most people are going to say, what do you picture when you think of someone experiencing homelessness? They're going to, right out of the gate, just blow through it. And then the casting director is going to hear that over, or whoever is casting this, the agency is going to hear, what do you picture when you think of someone experiencing homelessness? What do you picture when you think of someone experiencing homelessness? Over and over and over. So then I'm going to come in and go, what do you picture? What do you picture when you think of someone experiencing homelessness? Is it her? In America, families with children make up about 30% of the homeless population. In America, families with children make up about 30% of the... In America, families with children... Oh, stomach going. In America, families with children make up about 30% of the homeless population. The loss of a job or unexpected expenses can lead... The loss of a job or unexpected expenses can lead families to end up in a hotel, landing on a friend's couch, sleeping in cars. They are the hidden homeless. Unplanned hardships happen, but issues that can lead to homelessness run deep. Unplanned hardships happen, but issues that can lead to homelessness run deep. And that's it. So you don't have to get one if you're newer in voiceover. You heard me do it pretty choppy and do lines over and over and over because I'm searching for it. I'm trying to find something that's authentic and real, something that I also like. I want to be able to like the way that I do it. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can edit all that stuff together and it will sound smooth. So instead of just doing one take and then another take and trying to get one perfect one, I do it in piecemeal. So I'll do like the line until I like it and then move on to the next part. And it should all sound good together. It'll be seamless when I edit it. Let's see this one. Whisper rule. Final files delivered in a single clean file session. Okay. Pronounced like a word whisper. Okay. Brand name. Let's see. Ever thought about where your internet really comes from? Are you getting yours from outer space or some big corporation that won't give you the time of day? Whisper. We do things different. We're from the Midwest and our family reliable internet is powered, blah, blah, blah. Visit Whisper. Okay, cool. So there's a joke in here in the first line. Are you getting yours from outer space or some big corporation that won't give you the time of day? So you can really that gives me license to be me and add a little bit of quirkiness like me. So here we go. Ever thought about where your internet really comes from? Are you getting yours from outer space or some big corporation that won't give you the time of day? At Whisper, we do things differently. We're from the Midwest, and our fast, reliable internet is powered by towers in your hometown, with no contracts to worry about. Ready to make the switch? Visit whisperisp.com to switch today. And that's all I'll do that. Sometimes it comes out easy in the first try. DTFW Inc. train station. Looking for a down-to-earth VO type. This video explainer type video. Bum, bum, bum. When you think of Fort Worth, one of the things you think about is people. People here are welcoming. It's part of our history. Fort Worth's greatest strengths. Okay, so we're speaking from first-person point of view, like of somebody who lives there. I'm not from Fort Worth. I've never been to Texas. I've done many jobs where they said that they wanted a Texas accent. Don't apply unless you're from Texas, and I still got the job. Ignore the accent part. Just always do you. Unless, of course, you can do an accent like the locals. Then go for it. And again, I'm taking my time in the beginning. When you think of Fort Worth, one of the first things you think about is the people. People here are welcoming. It's part of our history. As the saying goes, we don't care how you got here. We're just glad you're here. We're just glad you're here. One of Fort Worth's greatest strengths is how easy it is to get around. You can take a plane, a train, an automobile to get to your... You can take a plane, a train, or an automobile to get to our city. That's it. Cool. So I'm going to start jamming out now. So I'm going to sign off and I'll see you guys a little bit later in the day. I'm going to try and do a little bit more of my day, because I know some of you are like, we just want the voiceover. Some of you are like, we want to get to know you a bit more. So I'll let you into my life here in Daytona, Florida, and beyond. We're going to do some cool stuff coming up pretty soon. I feel a trip to Disneyland or Disney World in my future. I've never been before. I'm very excited. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to continue on with my auditions. I just did 3, and because I'm talking to you, they took me a long time. So I'm going to stop talking to you, and I'm going to jam out. In the beginning of the day, I'll do like 40 in the first hour and a half, 2 hours. And that sets my base for the day. So then I can just do the big ones as they come through. I like that workflow. Of course, like if you're not, like for me, I have coaching and a bunch of other stuff and pregnant partner and all that kind of stuff to deal with. So that's why I'm doing a bulk of my auditions in the morning, because I might not be able to get to a lot of them throughout the day. And I don't worry about it. But if I was just doing voiceover throughout the day and I had nothing else going on, no coaching, no nothing, I'd be doing like all the ones as they're coming through. I'll do like the backup that I didn't get to yesterday in the beginning, and then I'll just hit them as soon as they come in. But on days where it's really busy, I'll do a bunch in the beginning, and then a bunch in the middle of the day, then a bunch at night. 3 different sort of sessions instead of kind of doing them when they come in. Just works better when you have a busy day. Anyway, we'll see you in a sec. Or at the end of the day.
Welcome, everybody, to Meisner Wednesdays. I guess Wednesdays used to be Tuesdays, but now it's Wednesdays. And then it's going to go back to Tuesdays at some point. But right now it's just Wednesday. Is my mic on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. That is wonderful. Let me just pull up the stuff. Let's get into this. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to download this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, someone's eating something. Sounds great. Let's... Okay, cool.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, cool. So...
Cadbury chocolate eggs, my one weakness.
What this class is, what this does, is it's designed to get you out of your head. I studied Meisner. Some of you have heard the speech, some of you haven't. I studied Meisner with Terry Knickerbocker, who is Sam Rockwell's acting coach. If anybody saw the latest season of The White Lotus, Sam Rockwell shows up towards one of the last episodes, and he has this crazy monologue. Terry coached him on that. So I worked with Terry for 2 years. And Meisner is famous for one technique, above all, which is weird because it's one of the smaller parts of the technique, but it is really, really, really effective. But it's also the most odd. That's why it's the most famous out of all the techniques. It's the Meisner repetition. So basically, the best way to teach this is to actually do it with someone. So what's going to happen is I'm going to notice something about someone, and I'm going to let my emotion kind of come through in what I say. It could be something as simple as looking at Phil and being like, hey, you got a pretty baggy shirt on right now. And then he takes that in and he repeats exactly what I said from his point of view. I'm wearing a baggy shirt. And I said, yeah, you're wearing a baggy shirt. And you just kind of repeat it. And what you don't want to do is make stuff happen for the sake of making stuff happen. By all means, if an impulse hits you in the moment and you want to change it to something else, you can do that. But I urge you, until you've done this a few times, to try and not change it. Let it be boring. It could, at some point, it might just be going, you're wearing a Phil shirt, or you're wearing a blue shirt. And Phil says back to me, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Yeah, you're wearing a blue shirt. Yes, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Back and forth until it's super boring, then something will happen. Now, while this is going, in the middle of it, I'm going to say, go to the script. So have your script ready if you're working tonight, so you can just turn your head and look at it. I have shared it on the screen in the past, but I don't think it's as effective because you need to see me completely and I need to see you completely. So what I'm going to do is paste the script into the chat for people that want to read it. But if you can have your script handy on whether it's a tablet in front of you or another screen that you can just quickly switch to, that would be ideal. But if you have to look at it in the chat, that's fine. I would just say while we're working, everybody in the background, just don't blow up the chat so the person, if they have to use the chat, can read it. But we'll establish that before we get going. So the best way, I'm sure a lot of you have questions, the best way to get rid of questions is to show you what I'm talking about. So the first person has never done this before. It's going to be Mandy. Yay! Everybody else, if you can turn your cameras off and mute while we're working, and we're going to get into this right away. So that is it. That is the end of my day today. We booked a job. I kind of ran out of steam. I don't know. My voice has been giving me trouble lately. So I did what did I do? 51 auditions today. So a bit of a slacking day for me, but going to make up for it tomorrow. So my voice is a little bit raspy. I think it's from being in Miami on the weekend. I don't drink or anything like that, but I think it's just all the sugar and bullshit that I hate. But yeah, so we did that. Did 51 auditions, booked a job, did a couple jobs that I booked before, and streamed to VoiceOver School and did a couple coachings and just did a Meisner class today. I think I'll show a couple clips in this video. Well, I guess I would have already because I'm signing off. I'll show a couple clips of just a little like what I was doing personally, and I'm not going to show anything that was happening in the community, privacy issues and all that. But I'll give you an idea of what I was doing. Meisner class is like a really fun thing for voiceover. It's really effective. It's basically, I don't want to break it down too much, but especially if I end up using the clip for the Meisner class. Just look it up. Sanford Meisner. He's a wonderful acting teacher. I learned from Terry Knickerbocker, who is one of the disciples of one of Meisner's top guys. He's Sam Rockwell's acting coach, and I learned Meisner from him. And I was teaching everybody the repetition exercise, which is really good at getting to your authentic, natural voice. And as you can tell, my authentic, natural voice today is raspy because it's shot. So, yeah, I'm going to sign off now, but I hope you guys are getting lots out of these vlogs. Going to keep doing them as much as I can. I know you guys like them, and try and help you out, give you some tips for voiceover, and see if I can help you get a little further along in your career. And yeah, that's it. That's all. We will see you tomorrow. Psych, you thought I was signing off, but I'm not actually signing off. I'm going to sign off now. But before I did, today was awesome because I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. I woke up to being number one over here, number one in the top 10 favorites on voices.com out of thousands of voice actors, and beating Rachel West, who's held the top spot forever. I guess Maxine Reston did as well, but yay for me. I'm super excited. But the coolest part of this is I noticed that a bunch of other people in VoiceOver School, if you don't know what VoiceOver School is, check the links below. One of my students, Lucas, also the community manager, Lucas, he's number 6. Let's go to the top 50 here. There's a bunch of us. Keisha Robertson in VoiceOver School, number 11. And we got Kevin McLaughlin, number 28. We got Jodine Speyer, 39. And that's it for that. And let's go over the week. I believe we have another one. Oh, this guy beat me for the week. Damn it. Oh, I thought we had Kevin in here. Different Kevin. Must have got edged out. Anyway, I got to the top spot. Number 1. Super stoked about it. Hopefully I can hold it for a while. But yeah, if you want to know more about how to get to number 1 spot, check the links below if you want to work with us. Other than that, we'll see you in the next vlog tomorrow. Peace.